Hi, I'm Felicia, and now I will start our presentation with the scene overview. Our room goes with the dramatic and mysterious style, which they are consist of cool tone and slightly warm tone in our room. And our room, the project we start is goes with the night atmosphere, and the whole focus is on the strong contrast, which mostly are the blue color, and there are some warm color which like red color or yellow color like green color inside this. And the main visual feature of our room is the moonlight shine through the window, and the light I use as the moonlight, the color is light blue. And this also creates a bit of light, the long dramatic shadows across the room. We also add volumetric lighting as the moonlight to show the foggy atmosphere and the depth distance effect to the background objects. There are also some subtle accent lights such as the lamp upward of the roof and the desk lamp, bedside lamp, and there are also three small emission lights above the bed, which is the circle, triangle, and the square. And why we choose warm and cool color inside our room, that is because we want to create a depth and also have the storytelling and mysterious nighttime feeling inside the room. Like there is very strong color contrast.
For me, I would like to present about our lighting setup in our isometric room. And first, the area light is our main light for our whole room, which is the LED lighting. And we use total 4 area light, 1 point light for the bedside lamp, and 3 emission light for the wall light. And the last one, we use the volumetric light. And first, the first area light is placed under the bookshelf to brighten the study desk area and make it easier to see items placed on the table, such as the laptop, pencil holder, and the book. And at the same time, we also making the bookshelf look more stylish. The second area light are put inside the bookshelf, which is center of the bookshelf to look more brightened and show the book and plant inside the bookshelf more clearly. And another 2 area light are our main source to brighten up our room, and it also enhances the visibility of the furniture and give the room a sense of modern, stylish, and clean. So we move on to the bedside lamp, and we design a bedside lamp that is placed beside the bed, and we use a point light to create a main highlights on the bed, below, and surrounding objects. And it's also add a sense of depth by producing soft shadow and make a scene feel more natural. So the third light is about the emission light. In our isometric room, we also design 3 emission light, which is placed on top of the bed to add overall realism and also stylish our scene for a futuristic look. It creates a glow that can add emphasis or highlight specific elements in our scene, and it's made to stand out and used to draw attention to interactive objects. Lastly, we also put the volumetric light at window there to interact with particles in the air like dust. And the light is coming from the outside like artificial light, for example, road light streaming through a window that illuminating through dust particles. It creates stunning atmospheric effect where light appears to scatter or to create visible ray. It helps to update and realism by making light visible as it passes through the window.
Now I will talk about our section 3, which is texture and shadow. In this section, I will talk about what material or the texture shaders we use and apply on the object in our room. First is our mirror material. The surface we use is the glass BTSF, and for distribution, we use multi-scatter GGX to show the reflection of the room. And also our roughness and LR is value in 0 to capture and reflect the objects in the room and show the shiny material on the mirror, and also adding some realism and detail to the scene to the room. And second is our volumetric light cube, which is show the moonlight shine through the window to the room. This volumetric light is to make the spotlight visible also, and the surface shadow is removed, and the volume scatter node and low density also apply on that cube to create a subtle fog effect for the moonlight. Then is our bedside lamp. The base of the lamp is used a principal PSDF with a still image texture, and because I want to make it looks like metal fill, and I set high metallic and also high IRR, and also the low roughness to make it base reflection strong and shiny. These materials help the lamp react nicely to both to the spotlight and also the local warm lighting. And then for the lamp torus, which is the top part, the shine part is used a mixed shader with a low factor value because I want to make it looks like very transparent so that the light in the lamp can shine through the things and shine and light up the room. It blends a glossy BSDF with a reflective shader to create a subtle highlights and also a polished appearance. Then is our wall icon lights, which is our emission light, the triangle, circle, and square above the bed. The decoration shapes on the wall use an emission shader, and their brightness is kept low because beside of them there is the bedside lamp or and above them is the moonlight shine through the window in the room. So I think I will keep it low so they can act as small accent lights as well without overpowering the dramatic spotlight. And then for the wardrobe materials, we use UV mappings with a wood texture on it to make it look realistic and also go with grand pattern that reacts realistically when the spotlight hits it. And for the handle of the wardrobe, we map with the steel texture to make it looks real and also shiny with a high metallic shader and also very low roughness. For the curtain material, we design it to look metallic, not like fabric. The material also can catch the dramatic window light so that it can reflect the light and also reflect the object in the room and add more depth and visual interest in the scene.
So we move on to the rendering process, and first, to rendering our isometric room, we use Cycle as a render engine because it rendering result with path tracing for realistic lighting and shadow to match our cozy indoor room. And for our render sample, we set at 1018 to reduce noise and produce a higher quality result. Although it takes some time to complete, but the final output is photorealistic with accurate light simulation. After that, for camera setup, we make sure the camera angle is positioned on the best view by using orthographic view. Finally, to follow our assignment guideline, we render the scene at 1920 times 1018 resolution. So lastly, we use the reflection to conclude our whole presentation for this assignment 2. One of the main challenges we face in this task is to controlling the brightness of the lights, especially because our scenes take place at night. We were unsure whether to make the room darker, like a space preparing for sleep, or slightly brighter to match a typical indoor environment. And it was difficult to find a right balance between these two modes. And to solve this problem, we have do some research about different night interior lighting reference and to compare a lot of samples. And after that, we realized that a gentle LED glow coming from the upper wall edge create a more suitable atmosphere for our rooms and help the furniture colors and shadow stand out naturally. From this task, we have learned how important lighting in setting mood and visibility, and we also learned how to adjust light placement and brightness to achieve balance between darkness and clarity to create emotional sense. And besides learning some new Blender skills like using particle property to create the plant, we gained some experience in teamwork, which is discussing ideas with my group members, communicating, and dividing tasks effectively to complete the isometric room. Thank you.